It's crazy. It's really crazy to think that in 2 days the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing in the dang Super Bowl. And I have the Daily News, Philadelphia Daily News right here, Super Bowl episode 52, A New Hope, the Eagles versus the Empire, basically classifying the Eagles as the resistance. If you don't watch Star Wars, that's the good guys, and then the Empire being the bad guys. That's who the Patriots are. And you got on this side, you got Carson Wentz, you got the underdogs, the rest of the teams. The general is Doug Peterson, and he has the right touch. The Jedi, Brady/Foles, the best battles, the backup, and the dark side. A little brief history before the Patriots were villains, but I found this really cool. If you picked this up, then you know what I'm talking about. If not, this was a really cool art cover that they did, and it's kind of funny. It's kind of corny. It's kind of stupid, but at the same time, it's kind of fun to really look at it and like say, hey, that's your team, and it's getting hyped up because it's that time of the year. Super Bowl is upon us. And yesterday I talked about how the Eagles really need to get the pass rush onto Brady in order to win this game. And that's the biggest thing that they really need to do. That's one of the biggest things that they're going to have to accomplish in order to stand a chance against Belichick and Brady, the two best in the business, But there's a lot more that can go into it too, and I'm not going to go through everything, but I'm just going to talk with you guys. It's Sacred Eagle, you know who I am. Shout out to the Philly Knights, Eagles Nation. It's that time, it's almost here. It's crazy, and I don't expect myself to be taking off the beanie, the shirt. I might take the shirt off because it's getting real hot in my room. So, but besides that, it's oh man, Super Bowl 52, guys. It's right around the corner, and this is the video where I tell you guys my prediction, and I've already seen a couple of people say the Eagles are going to win. Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, and Kevin Hart, the Philly native in the, celebrity business over there, also said that the Cinderella story with Nick Foles is going to end with us holding the Lombardi Trophy down Broadway Street. So, I mean, we'll see how that goes. I'm confident, but at the same time, you never know what could happen. I don't want to fall in the trap of last year with the Falcons and the way they lost. And that's another thing. But let's break this down. Foles and Brady. We know who the better quarterback is. We know who's the GOAT. But Foles has a lot of upside in this matchup. One, the defense of the Patriots isn't the strongest. It isn't the best. Out of the two defenses in this game, the Eagles are the better defense. That's hands down, according to the stats, according to the film, everything. The Eagles have the better defense. And that's something the Eagles can try to exploit, is the secondary. Patrick Chung, Eric Rowe, just two guys I can name right off the top of my head. Former Philadelphia Eagles who never amounted to much and then went to Bill Belichick and they got rings. Like that. That's just what happens to almost any player that has some kind of talent. Bill Belichick knows how to bring that out the most out of anybody. That he knows what to do to get that talent and make them reach their full potential. And in the end, they got rings for it. They got Super Bowl championships for that. And looking at it, this year they started off very badly. They lost to the Panthers. They lost to the Chiefs. They weren't looking too well off on the defensive side. And then later on in the year, they stepped up. They made some changes, and look where they are now in the Super Bowl. Just another freaking February. Another casual February for the Patriots in New England. But that defense we know is weak. James Harrison brings a veteran presence as well and a really good pass rush. So we got to watch out for that too. But our offensive line right now is the healthiest it's been since before Jason Peters went down. So I'm not too worried about that. We got some people that are battling illnesses. I believe Doug Peterson was one of them. Ron Darby, Tim Jernigan, a couple, just two to name just those two to name a few, have been battling illnesses. But Darby was a full participant in practice last couple of practices, so I'm not too worried about who's healthy, who's not, who's going to be playing, who's not, because in the end the Eagles are like almost 100% healthy minus illnesses. But I'm expecting a big game out of Nelson Aguilar, Zach Ertz, Jay Ajayi. We've been saying a lot about Jay Ajayi and how we need to ride the J train. It's the truth. We need to really feed him the most. And we've been doing that the last 2 weeks, and it's benefited us. And he is physically built to beat the New England Patriots. It hands down. the way this guy is made, the way the way he runs is just, it's good for us. It's a big advantage because he can run down right through this defense. Same goes for LeGarrette Blount, who's going to be going up against his former team, as is Chris Long. They both won a Super Bowl last year with the Patriots, and now they're going to be playing against them for another one. So we'll see who wants it more. I'm expecting everybody to put all they all they have on the field, put it all on the line, because this is where it counts the most. This is the game of the year. This is what you've been striving to play your entire career since you were a kid, and this is what it all comes down to. And I'm gonna go on the limb, like almost every Eagle fan, and say the Eagles are going to win. It's going to be a really good game. And that's all I really want to see. Even if we lose, I wouldn't be too upset if we lost. Don't get me wrong, I'll be heartbroken. I mean, almost every single Eagles fan will be heartbroken. But the fact of the matter is that Doug Peterson, Howie Roseman, Jeffrey Lurie, they made this Chip Kelly 7-9 team into another 7-9 team with a lot of potential last year. And it created this 13-3 team who has so much talent, has so much going for them, and have been going through so much adversity. We've seen this team lose so many people, starting off with Ron Darby for the first 11 weeks with the dislocated ankle. Then it went on to Darren Sproles. We got Jason Peters going down, Jordan Hicks going down in the same exact game, Jason Peters and Jordan Hicks. Carson Wentz goes down, Chris Maragos goes down, Caleb Sturgis went down to start off the year, and we got Jake Elliott, our Lord and Savior, against the Giants back in week 3, and just naming those guys, one of them was an MVP candidate and most likely going to win if he didn't get hurt against the Rams. One of them is a Hall of Famer at his position, the left tackle spot. One of them is one of the most dangerous and versatile running backs we've ever seen. You can use him in so many different ways. It's crazy. One of the best specialists ever in Chris Maragos. And one of the best up-and-coming middle linebackers in Jordan Hicks. And it's crazy to see all these players go down, yet the locker room stays together. Especially with the biggest change of all, the quarterback position. You're going from Carson Wentz. You've seen the miracle plays he's done, the Houdini acts that he's performed on Lincoln Financial Field, out there in Los Angeles, out there in Washington. We've seen it all, starting week 1 with his very first touchdown throw. We've seen it all. And he threw a touchdown to end off his season on a freaking torn ACL. He put the ball right where it needed to be, and Jeffrey made one heck of a catch. When the ball was right on top of the freaking ground, he managed to hold it and catch it, Just losing those guys, especially, people like your specialist, your specialist captain on the special teams, Chris Maragos, you lose him. Like, you would think that would tear a team up. But this team, the resiliency and the family that this team has come together to be, it's just insane. And the Cinderella story to just freaking cherry on top with Nick Foles and the way he's performed against the Rams, the Giants, the Raiders in a sense, because in the end they won the game. That game, don't get me wrong. And then the playoff games, especially the second half of the Falcons game, and then the entire game 2 weeks ago against the Vikings. You've seen what this team has been able to do with Nick Foles, with Carson Wentz. And in the end, this team has not been able to. No one's been able to slow them down, and that's why I got the Eagles winning this game. I have the Eagles winning this game by a score of 24-21. For those of you who don't know, or you can't remember, that's the exact same score the Patriots beat us 13 years ago, 24-21. I think it's going to happen the opposite way. I think we're going to beat them 24-21. We're going to score a game-winning touchdown with 3 minutes left, and our defense, doing what they do best, is going to stand up and push the Patriots away and not let them get into that end zone. It's going to be an amazing game, and I'm super excited to watch this game. I'm going to have a pregame video up. Don't you worry. I'm going to do a lot on Sunday. I'm going to have a halftime, probably like a short halftime video, most likely involving my father, depending on if I do it downstairs at the big TV or in here in my little Eagles lair. And then, of course, the aftermath, win or lose, I'm going to cam up. I'm going to either eat my words or scream and shout like there's no tomorrow. And I am so excited for this game, you don't even know. I'm probably not going to take this beanie off for the next 3 days. So tell me in the comments down below what you guys think about this game. Do you think the Eagles are going to win? Do you think the Patriots are going to lose? Tell me, or win, you know. Tell me in the comments why. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you all for the support and the new subscribers lately. I am stoked for this game, and I can't wait to watch it, and I can't wait to see what you guys have to say, and I can't wait to see what is going to happen to Philadelphia, win or lose. It's going to be crazy. I mean, it's already going crazy. Trust me, I didn't wear this to classes today all for nothing, dude. It's going crazy. So I'll see you all on Sunday afternoon when I talk about the pregame stuff, you know, all that good stuff, you know. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.